Hello there you guys, welcome to Chezzaboy Davenport's channel. Don't forget to press that like button, subscribe to the channel now as always. Now the latest news is currently regarding young 18-year-old Kylian Mbappe. There's currently been a change of scenery since my last video as I updated you last time. Well, yes, we knew it's been going on now for the last couple of days as the Spanish press had reported that Real Madrid and Monaco and Mbappe had agreed a deal in principle, which was £160 million plus adds-ons for the performances and appearances, which is £20 million, plus a 6-year deal as well. Monaco denied these suggestions. From their perspective, they denied this. And then it's brought around Manchester City then got involved to try and get Kylian Mbappe on the board. They're willing to pay 143 million, something like that. And then Barcelona have now come in of the latest thing. So we know big teams. He's attracted a lot of big teams this summer as Kylian Mbappe. He's attracted Manchester United, City, Liverpool, Arsenal have had a couple of bids rejected for the youngster, and a lot of teams have been in for him. But according to reports, what was it now? The LE press had reported now that they've set a price tag out of Monaco for the Kylian Mbappe. £180 million, I think Monaco have currently set out for the player. And now, according to reports, it suggested on a report, I think it was in The Sun, that Barcelona could be emerged as the front runners in this race to get the player. It had reported that a meeting was going to be scheduled. Barcelona was going to be holding talks with Kylian Mbappe's agents. That currently has occurred, I think. That Barcelona have had discussions with Kylian Mbappe's agent about a potential move. But in suggestion to this, the story behind this is that it's been said no terms have been agreed, no official deals being agreed for the player whatsoever from any of the clubs that have been in for him. Because Barcelona are basically looking to get the youngster on the board, because if they sanction Neymar, which looks realistic now, they're going to raise them funds and then use them funds to get Kylian Mbappe on the board. I think Mbappe insists that he does want to leave Monaco. He does want to leave. But currently, the current president of the vice president of Monaco has stood firm. He's been ruthless and basically is said they are in discussions. They are in discussions about extending the current youngster's contract. He's also said the same situation with Thomas Lemar because Arsenal have been in there for him. What was it now? They've had 2 bids rejected. They just recently had another bid rejected for Lemar as well. He's standing firm, and he's also said the same situation with Fabinho. He quoted out yesterday the vice president that the very important key figures, we know how important they are key players, and he basically quoted out I will address the speculation case. This is what the vice president had quoted out yesterday regarding Mbappe, regarding Lemar, and regarding Fabinho as well. But Monaco have lost a lot of players. They've lost Bakayoko, they've lost Mendy, and they've lost Bernardo Silva as well. City still feel as though City are still very, very confident that they can get Mbappe on the board. They have been in contact with Monaco. Real Madrid have been in negotiation with Monaco. But they denied. Monaco basically said they're in talks with a contract, with extending his contract. So maybe he may not leave Monaco with Kylian Mbappe. He's a player that's one of the highest prospects in world football. He's a player that performed fantastically well for France last season. Fantastic player is Mbappe, absolutely fantastic. But it was according to reports, he's met up with Barcelona, have met up with his agents, had discussions about getting him to Barcelona. But it says no terms or no deal has been agreed whatsoever for the current player. But there has been a change because Neymar now has had he looks to do part, and he's been given the green light to basically go from Barcelona. They've explained of Barcelona, the board of Barcelona have explained how much of an important figure he is, how much of a good player he is, the way that he's been in form in these pre-season games. but he's had havoc in the current, was it training with Nelson Semedo. He's had havoc over him, and he'd stormed off from training, and that means significantly as well that he does want to leave Barcelona. And they've explained, but Barcelona have basically suggested that it's down. They've let the decision fall to him, and it looks like now Neymar is going to leave the club. Last week, they've been in advanced talks. They've been what's that? Sorry, I heard a noise. PSG owners have been in talks with Barcelona. Currently, the chairman's been trying to get the deal finalised. The father has also had negotiations with the PSG officials because he was convinced it was going to happen with Neymar. But his performances for Brazil, his performances for Barcelona have been absolutely fantastic. You know, he's won absolutely mighty honours. He's probably one of the best footballers in the world. Very efficient, very tenacious, very creative player. And he's also not turning up for the China event. Also, that has been cancelled. There was talks about that. It's been speculated for the last week now, but in reality now, it looks like it's going to come true. And I think this is going to make history in world football. You know, it's going to be absolutely astronomical business from PSG if they do get this deal finalised, which looks very likely now. It's going to be supposedly he's going to be signing a 5 or 6 year deal with PSG. It would be beneficial for him though, because in a way Barcelona are going to raise these funds. They don't want to lose the best player. He's got teammates at PSG such as Alves and Figo Silva, you know, fantastic players. He's got Cavani there, fantastic player. PSG have got a good squad, you know, and he's got teammates there. But he's got teammates at Barcelona. He's got Messi and Suarez, and people have had a say in this situation. Ronaldo's had a say. Gerard Piqué's had a say. Cavani's had a say from PSG. He's welcome to go to PSG. But it looks like now, basically, guys, this deal, he's going to get finalised for the 25-year-old player. This is astronomical because it's going to smash the deals of Bale back in 2013. It's going to smash the deals of Paul Pogba last summer. It's going to smash the deals of Ronaldo. It's going to smash the deals over the years now that have been done. It's going to make history in world football. Only signed a 5-year contract in October 2016, and they can't. I just don't think Barcelona can reject this offer from PSG. So they're going to use. Hopefully now Barcelona's intention is going to raise them funds, use them funds to get Kylian and Mbappe on the board. But it had reported out that a price tag had been made. This was suggesting from French reports, and that it was £180 million. Real Madrid had offered 160 plus the adds-ons, which is about 180 million, nearly £200 million for an 18-year-old player. Absolute staggering amounts of money is that. Well, they're just having a smoke of this. Yeah, but we know Manchester City are in the race as well. We know that Manchester City are in the race to get the young lad's signature. Manchester City have spent over £200 million so far. They got this business done. It'd be nearly over £400 million. Maybe Manchester City, nearly £400 million City has spent if they do get Mbappe on the board. He's a Real Madrid supporter though, so he may be favoured to go to Real Madrid. But now supposedly talks have been held with Barcelona and the agent and that he may go to Barcelona, because if they can sanction Neymar, which they are going to do, get the money, they'll be able to afford the current player. And with Real Madrid, if he is to go to Real Madrid, I think he's only young, he needs to still express himself more. That Real Madrid have raised money in this transfer window, such as Monaco. They've raised 300 million altogether. They're going to raise so much more if they do get rid of Mbappe and they do get rid of Neymar, but it's not all about the money, it's about finding your potential replacements, individual replacements, and they've taken illegal actions of Monaco for certain clubs going for Mbappe, and Yeah, it's a dramatic story behind this. Absolutely dramatic story. I think Arsenal still have a slight interest. Don't think we'll get him on the board. But it's just according to reports that this it might now come to a conclusion. With they're still in talks about extending these contracts and keeping Monaco. So the teams that have showed the interest in the player, it might now come to an end. But I said with that money you can buy in it, you can get a new starting 11. You can get at least 7 or 8 players. Everton have got 7. They've spent over 100 million. West Ham have spent money. Manchester City have spent over £200 million. Chelsea have spent quite a lot. Chelsea spent about £130 million in this transfer window. Chelsea spent 130 and they're looking to add more ranks into their squad as well. And that's for one player. You're basically judging Mbappe after one outstanding campaign. As he hit the Champions League last season with Monaco, it's intense you're judging one player after an outstanding campaign. And that money Chelsea spend on players, that money City spent, that's as much cost as Neymar and Mbappe. And that's only one player. But the difference is between Neymar and Mbappe. Neymar's more experience, officially a better player as well. Plus he's at a bigger club. Mbappe is not at such a big club. But Monaco did fantastically well last season. I'll praise my hats off to them as well. But if we do benefit from this, basically, if we do get Bale and Mbappe does go to Real Madrid, I will be very, very happy if we do succeed out of this, guys. And we do get Bale on the board, but Mourinho's disregarded it. Basically says it's not going to happen. We're not possibly going to get Gareth Bale on the board. It's not going to happen. He's a player that's got tremendous speed. He's fast. He's quick. He's comparison to your Perisic's and that, but it's an unlikely target. But we could be in pole position if Mbappe joins Real Madrid to get Bale on the board. But Bale, it reported yesterday, Dan Bolland, the Spanish publication, he'd snubbed a deal from Arsenal, and that he quoted out he's no intentions, he has no desire to currently leave Real Madrid. So basically, he doesn't want to leave Real Madrid, and basically, they will have to offload him. Real Madrid, if they want Mbappe on the board, they'll have to offload him. They've already offloaded Morata, gained funds for that. They've offloaded James Rodriguez, and they've offloaded Danilo as well. So they'll have to get rid of him. And Ronaldo is one of the best players in the world, but he's going to div in a couple of years' time as well. So Mbappe, if he wants to go there, he needs to get the first team football and everything like that. This is what it is. But the reports are there's been a change of scenery now about Kylian and Mbappe, a change of scenery that a price tag has been set out, but the president's standing firm on these players, and they're having discussions about extending Mbappe's current contract. So now, basically, it could come to conclusion, it could come to an end. He may now be staying, and he's resisted. Is the president that's staying at Monaco because they don't want to lose all the best players. They've lost a lot of the good players already, and the vice president's had a say in this situation. Gareth Bale, the rumours stemmed up since the Champions League last season when he missed out, that he wanted to come to the Premier League. He is Premier League proven, hasn't had the starts because he's injury prone, but he's a highly experienced player. We've gone for him before, Gareth Bale. It could be a possibility if Mbappe goes to Madrid. If Mbappe doesn't go to Madrid, or he goes to City, or he goes to Barcelona, it probably will not happen then, or he stays at Monaco, it won't happen. There's only a chance of Bale coming. We're not initially in for him, but he could be offered to us, or he could be sanctioned if Mbappe goes. But apart from that, I think Bale, I don't think we'll get Bale if Mbappe stays at Monaco, or goes to City, or goes to Barcelona. That's my personal current opinion on this situation. And if you got Real Madrid, he's got all the support he needs behind him. He's going to experience a bigger facility. Real Madrid have got a fantastic history, world-class players. He's going to be playing amongst world-class players. They've got an 80,000 capacity stadium. Same with Barcelona, even better, more fantastic facilities. A static ground with about 100,000 supporters in the ground, playing amongst fantastic players such as Messi, Suarez, who are absolutely fantastic players. But at Monaco, they haven't got a fantastic capacity. He's not playing amongst as many good players as he would be at, your Barcelona, your Real Madrid, even your Manchester Cities. And Pep Guardiola is very, very confident he can beat Real Madrid to this race, but Barcelona are as well. Pep Guardiola has done well. He's done good business, and he's done fantastic business with Monaco as Pep Guardiola this season. Done very, very fantastic business, you know. Got deals for Mendy. That basically Monaco made a profit out of because they only paid 11 million for him. They got Bernardo Silva, who was a very good player, and they got and that's it. So they've got 2 players from Monaco City, and Chelsea have got Bakayoko from Monaco. So if I were Monaco, I would be standing firm. I wouldn't want to lose any more of my players. You know what I mean, guys? So we'll see, we'll see. But yeah, let's go back to the latest news now about currently Ivan Perisic. There's been breaking news that have been quoted out from the reports. The press, well, it had suggested earlier on, as I told you, that, what did it say now? In Italy, it reports were suggesting from Italy that we had ended the pursuit of Ivan Perisic. Negotiations still going on. Ed Wood has been on the tours to discuss with Mourinho about to try and get deals finalised. But now, all of a sudden, as I said as well, and it said we had more intentions of Frossenberg, who's a player, as it did break out from yesterday's reports, that Mourinho had contacted the agent of Frossenberg, the current 25-year-old. And he currently shares the same agent with Lindelof, does this Frossenberg. He's a winner that's very versatile, very good at going forward, good at breaking up the play, good at driving forward, good in the air also, good at physically going around defenders is this player. But it turned out that I think they're standing firm, and Red Bulls, they are reluctant to sell this player, such as Naby Keita as well. They're reluctant and they're standing firm. There being another team like Monaco and Real Madrid that have been hard to negotiate and to try to get deals finalised. That's 2 of their iconic players. Basically, this there's been negotiations, but this player had got them to second in the league, Frossenberg, and scored 19 goals, got 19 assists, and progressed them to the Champions League as well. So he may be an important figure for the Red Bull's perspective, but it initially means that Jose Mourinho has been in contact with the player. He hasn't been a main priority, but his overall stats are dramatic. He's played at Malmo in the past, so his overall stats are dramatic, but even Perisic is still on the cards now, because Lou Spelter had quoted out this morning, the current manager of Inter Milan, that basically he insisted that what did he insist now? I do forget my memory sometimes. He insisted that he can't keep Perisic against his will. He cannot keep him. He's basically quoted out a few things saying everyone knows him. Everyone knows. Everyone knows this player. He's quoted out as a strong player. He's a very important figure for the team, and he's a very ambitious player. But he's quoted out he's not going to resist to this, basically. If Perisic really wants to leave, then he's leaving the current decision to him. And he's basically trying to force the move, is Ivan Perisic. And he's given us some fantastic positive news, but there's been a change of scenery again. Basically, they still want that £48 million that Di Marzio had announced. We had bids being rejected before in the past. Currently, the agents also tried to get deals finalised by discussing with the Inter Milan officials. The director were resisted to any offers. They were confident he was going to stay. Perisic basically had then... it speculated last week. The media had speculated basically it was going to be done on Monday. Announced in the next 48 hours. He went to China with the rest of the Inter Milan squad. There's evidence behind this that he doesn't look. He doesn't. In that picture, he looks unsettled with Inter Milan. Does Perisic, and he basically wants to force the move to Manchester United. He wants to come and experience the Premier League. It'd be interesting to see how he would cooperate in the Premier League, Perisic. But I think we're getting nowhere at the moment, guys. We are getting nowhere at this moment in time for Perisic, because now it's come up once again. All of a sudden now the demanding of Inter Milan that they want Antonio Martial as part of the deal for the £45 million. I am sick of this. We're basically wasting time because no way that Mourinho is going to sanction Martial. He has failed to replicate the form of Louis van Gaal. He will grow and develop into his game more. He will. and he's grown, developed. He's performed fantastically well in these pre-season games so far. He is still only young. He is still only 21 years of age. He's one of the world's most expensive teenagers. So Mourinho, whatever the case is, he's not going to sanction Antonio Martial. But there again, if Perisic did come, it'd be hard for Martial to get that game time that I'd want with Manchester United. He hasn't been the same player since he lost that number 9 shirt, but we know numerous teams have been in for him. Arsenal have been in for him. He publicly tweeted out that was a false rumour. So we know Roma have had an interest. We know Wolfsburg have been in there. PSG have tried demanding on a couple of occasions for him on loan for us to get Verratti on the board. So there's no way we're going to sanction Antonio Martial. So I think there's still these negotiations going on. But Inter Milan are just being stubborn, and we're not going to. Or should we just pay the £48 million that Inter Milan want and just get the deal over and done with? Because then I just don't think they're going to will to sell him unless we meet that £48 million price tag. So he's a player that's highly experienced. He's good at drawing forward. He's very creative, tremendous speed. He's highly experienced, and we need that highly experienced player. You could say he's initially better than Frossenberg because he's more highly experienced and he's been at better teams, and his performances have been literally better. He's nowhere near the same level as Bale, obviously. Bale's definitely comparison. More highly experienced. Fantastic player, His comparison is Bale to Perisic, but Bale looks very, very unlikely unless Real Madrid get the deal finalised for Mbappe. So if this Perisic case, and we do get the deal finalised, and then we may regret it then if Bale would have been an available option if Mbappe goes to Real Madrid, we would regret it then missing out on Mbappe. So we would regret it then if we did actually get Perisic over the line and then Mbappe goes to Madrid and then Bale comes available and Real Madrid obviously going to offload him, then we will regret it then. But seems like we're getting absolutely nowhere with the even Perisic case at the moment. It's been stemming since May. We've been trying to get a deal finalised for Perisic, but looks like, I don't know, Spelters basically said he can get offloaded. It's up to him what he wants to do. He wants to leave, but now Inter Milan are just wanting Martial in demand of the deal, or we pay the £48 million and get Perisic. So I don't know, guys. I really don't know. But he's got a lot of good attributes that he can bring at Manchester United. We need that width. We need players that can cross balls into the box for the Lukaku to feed on, for the Rashford to feed on as well. And we haven't got that at the moment, and we need that. Whether it's Frossenberg, whether it's Perisic, whether it's Bale, it's going to be one of them. Obviously, I'd choose Bale out of the three, but Bale's the most unlikeliest one out of them two, including Bale as well. So we'll see. And also, I'm going to update you on the latest current news about Sanchez. Yes, it has quoted out now that City are keen on looking for a reunion with Sanchez. Sanchez is a player that's quality, but he has suggested he does want to leave Arsenal. There's been evidence behind this with some of the things that he's posted on Instagram, and Arsenal fans have currently witnessed this and seen this. And he's currently having disagreements with his current agent, Sanchez. The agent, I think, may be persuading him to see out his deal with Arsenal. But the player disagreeing with his agent, but the player basically wants to leave, does Sanchez. Basically now, Arsene Wenger is expecting him to turn up for Sunday's training. But basically now, Sanchez has had to say, Sanchez has basically said he's currently going to be absent for this. He's going to be absent for this, so he won't be able to make it. So basically suggesting just turn up there, basically, that he does want to leave the club. And he's basically insisted, it's been speculating for the last week now or so, with the PSG director having that meeting with Sanchez's agent and Sanchez to discuss him a potential move to PSG. They were willing to pay over £40 million. I think the interest has been cooled now. PSG obviously more chance of getting Neymar, but Sanchez has been demanding a 40 £400,000 a week contract with Arsenal. Wenger's only willing to pay him £275,000 a week. You know, Sanchez has had the meetings. That was the main part of the narrative. He's had the meetings saying he wants Champions League football with the interview that he given. Wenger has no faith in the media. He's poured cold water on the speculation. He's standing firm. He's being ruthless, and he's basically suggesting that Sanchez will still be at Arsenal this season. First time they haven't had Champions League football in 20 years, I think it is. Sanchez just quotes out he wants Champions League football, and if he goes to City, he's got Champions League football. If he goes to PSG, he's got Champions League football. But with Arsenal, if he stays, he hasn't got Champions League football. And Arsene Wenger is determined to keep, and he's basically said, keep you for this season. You know, we can get back into the Champions League. So, but Sanchez wants out. He wants to basically depart Arsenal, and this absent thing and the evidence behind what's being posted on Instagram, that Sanchez is not currently happy with Arsenal, and he currently wants to leave the club. The PSG director, wanted to get the deal finalised with PSG. PSG probably may not get Sanchez now, as they're close to getting the Neymar deal. How they'd be able to afford Neymar alone, let alone Sanchez as well, that'd be including the agent fees, the agent fees and the wage as well. You know, it'd be absolutely astronomical business if they did get Sanchez and Neymar. It's astronomical business them getting Neymar, so there you go. That's basically the latest news about Sanchez. And Arsenal are still looking to get deals done for Neymar. They've got a deal done for Lacazette. I think they've only got 2 players, is it now, Arsenal on the board at the moment? Yes, I think it is 2 players that they've currently got. Anything else to update you guys on today? Let's have a think. I'm trying to think if there's anything else to update on. So we've had the Mbappe case. What's going on with Mbappe? He probably may stay. We've had the Bale case. Anything else to update you guys on today? As I did update you guys earlier with the situation about Ross Barkley as a player. As I said, Tottenham are keen on getting him. They've looked into quite a few players of Tottenham because they've still got a lot of class in their side. They've got Kane, they've got Dele Alli, they've got Dembele, and they've been a consistent team for the last couple of years. Tottenham, not exactly a massive club, but the style of football that Pochettino's got Tottenham playing has been magnificent, and they're looking to build a foundation on that, and they're looking to create a platform to get another player or 2 at least on the board. And Tottenham, who want to get a player or 2 at least on the board, and they have not got their first official signing yet of this summer like the other teams have. Tottenham have wanted to get Barkley. Arsenal have been in there for Ross Barkley. Chelsea are now coming in there for Ross Barkley. Ross Barkley is a player that last season, as I said, the majority of the players in the Premier League, he had more opportunities than Sanchez. He created more opportunities than Coutinho, and he created more opportunities than David Silva. There were only like 4 players who didn't create more opportunities than, so his overall performances last season were absolutely fantastic, and I think he's still got an injury till August as Ross Barkley. He's a player that's very competitive, very tenacious, very versatile, good at driving forward. But if you would get him for the reasonable fee now, because he's not agreeing a deal with agreeing another contract with Everton, so you would get him for a reasonable fee. So Everton have already bought 6-7 players. You'd probably get him for maybe £30 million or something. He'll be staggering around now for probably £30 million with Ross Barkley. So you'd get him for a reasonable fee. Let's have a think. So else. So as I said, you would get him for a reasonable fee. Yeah, Chelsea are still looking into getting Alex Sandro. They've had they try to get Oxlade-Chamberlain. They've been in for Renato Sanchez as well. Conte looking to add more ranks into the team. He's looked into Renato Sanchez, as I said. There's been discussions going on. They'd had the match with Bayern Munich. I think there's been some negotiations going on between Conte and Carlo Ancelotti about him making a potential move, this player. Renato Sanchez, because he's unsettled at Munich. He's been at Benfica in the past. He's still only young as this player, and his performances for the Euros were fantastically good. He's a player that's good at giant forward. He's versatile. He can play on wide roles as well. I know Mourinho's been linked to him. He hasn't been a main priority target. AC Milan have been having discussions with him. They've been demanding a £42 million price tag of and they also said you can, on the basis of it, you can also secure him on a loan deal. Chelsea are keen on getting him a loan deal, maybe to see how he progresses and how he plays around with the Chelsea squad, how he participates. But AC Milan could be still emerge as the front runners in this situation. Carlo Ancelotti has basically said he is adamant that he can leave, and that he does basically want to leave because he's not going to get the first team football. He's being guaranteed he's not going to get them minutes under his belt with Bayern Munich, and a club of that size with a fantastic manager and a good history. You want to be getting the first team football, and he would be guaranteed that if he does currently depart the club. Renato Sanchez, I'd love Renato Sanchez. I'd prefer Renato Sanchez over Matic. Obviously, Matic is more highly experienced. Don't know what's really going on with him. I haven't looked into that. But Sanchez, he's a better overall player. But obviously, he's more highly experienced. He's Matic. But Sanchez looks like we're basically not going to get him now. So it looks like we've basically missed out on him. Anything else to update you guys on? I've just been looking at reports. I've been glancing at reports of what's going on with the Mbappe case, with Bale, with Thomas Lemar. They've just recently had another bid rejected of Arsenal, which was about 44 million. Was that including the add-ons as well? But Monaco don't want to sell a lot of their players. That's the thing. They've already lost a lot of their players, and I expect Paris Saint-Germain, if they get this deal done for Neymar, they're going to be in even more of an elite opposition this season. They should win the Liga 1. They should really be challenging for the Champions League as well. Paris Saint-Germain. I think how many times have they won it? Is it 6 times they've won the Champions League? Is there anything else to update on? Yes, Nainggolan not coming now. I think he's agreed to sign a new deal with Roma. As much as I'd love him, Inter Milan had been discussions of getting him, but they wasn't going to sell to an Italian rival. We'd been in there, Chelsea had been there in the past, but I think he signed another contract with Roma. He's the player I'd love. He's a very dynamic box-to-box player, and we know where the problems currently lie in our midfield. So we're not going to get Nainggolan. Looking like we're not going to get Fabinho, so I don't know what the next possibility player is that we basically going to get. Probably could be Matic. Perisic is still a delay at this moment in time. Probably more things will get talked further down the line. But yeah, we've only got 2 players in the transfer window at the moment, so we need to add more players in there. We need to get another player or 2 at least on the board. But Arsenal are keen on Lemar. Arsenal are keen on that player from Nice. They want him as well. So, as I'm saying, Sanchez, as I go back to the theory of Sanchez, he does want to leave. There's been evidence behind it for the last week or so that he wants to leave. And he's even put more evidence now on it because of these Instagram posts he's posted on. And that he's basically claiming he's going to be absent for training on Sunday, basically. Arsene Wenger is still confident he'll turn up. Prepare him. Forget about all the speculation that's been going on. And we'll be looking forward to him seeing him on Sunday and preparing to train for the first game of the season, which is a couple of weeks away now. So, whatever. I think Sanchez, to myself, I think he will leave. I do think he will leave. It's a proposal move. He does want to basically leave the club. City could get him. Manchester City could get him. If City got him, you've got the likes of Silva, you've got the likes of Aguero, you've got the likes of Silva, Aguero, Gabriel Jesus, Sterling, and and the players they've bought as well. They're going to be a strong opposition this season, and if they do get Sanchez, especially, they'll be a strong opposition as well. Will Arsenal? But yeah, I just don't know what's going on at the moment, guys, because stories are changing every single hour and stuff, and that's what the press do. Every single hour, things have been changing. But as I updated you guys on yesterday about that young 16-year-old who was on trial, currently come on as a substitute against Lincoln City. Was it for the under-18s? was it for the under 18s or something like that. I had so he's on trial as this player. I think he's been in Brazil before. So yeah, and Eric Dyer, we're getting nowhere near to getting Eric Dyer either. So yeah, guys, that's about it for today. Nothing much more to update on. Anyway, guys, that's been to update you today. Drop your comments and likes below on the video, and take it easy. And I'll see you guys later on. Bye.